Hi, I'm Samir Jain. Ancient Greek culture, and that's what I learned now, covers over 1,000 years of history from the earliest civilizations in the area to the cultures that we know as ancient Greek. So following a Greek dark age, Greece once again flourished and developed into the ancient culture that we recognize today. So on these walls you'll see some of the best remnants of ancient Greek culture, which was noted for its government, art, architecture, philosophy, sports, all of which have become foundations for modern Western history. Greece was admired and adopted by many people, of course, including Alexander the Great and the Romans, all of which helped spread Greek culture around the world. And before Greek culture took root in Greece, early civilizations thrived on the Greek mainland and other Asian islands. And the fall of these cultures and the aftermath, known as the Dark Age, is believed to be the time where Homeric epics were first recited. And you'll see a lot of these captured in stone here. So Greek culture, it seems, began from 900 to maybe 400-500 BC, and during this time the population of the city-states began to grow. Pan-Hellenic traditions were established, and the art and architecture began to reflect Greek values. Greece flourished, and the polis of Athens saw its golden age under the leadership of Pericles. However, Greek state rivalries led to wars, and a lot of these wars are captured again in these stone carvings. And this Hellenist period in Greece is the last period before Greek culture became a subset of Roman hegemony. And this was around the time of Alexander the Great, around 320-ish BC, to the Greek defeat at the Battle of Actium, around 30-35 BC. I forget my dates now. It marks the spread of Greek culture across the Mediterranean, and after this comes, and I hope I'll be able to show you that, the geometric period, which sort of marked the end of Greece's dark age from 900 to 700 BC. It lasted around that time. And this geometric period derives its name from the dominance of geometric motifs in vase paintings. So you'll see monumental craters and amorphae were made, and all of these were decorated as grave markers. And these vessels are characteristic of the geometric period. The most famous vessels from this period use a technique that they call, and I'm not sure how they pronounce it, horror vecui, in which every space of the surface is filled with imagery. And these geometric sculptures are primarily small scale, terracotta, bronze, ivory filled, and there are also some bronze figures that were produced using the lost method of casting. Behind me are the Elgin marbles. The question is, who owns the Elgin marbles? And this question continues to linger in many minds today. Both Britain and Greece's side of the argument are really about the ownership of the Elgin marbles, the ones that you see here, and should these be returned to Greece after being removed from the Parthenon by Lord Elgin in the early 19th century. So the main issues seem to be the morality and legality of the removal of these marbles. So there are many other concerns dealing with these marbles, where they belong, and of course Britain wins the legal argument, there's no question, but the morality of removal is the point most frequently visited in all ownership arguments. Did Elgin really remove these marbles morally? Did he take them with good intentions? Was it his place at all to take them? So these are all arguments that grant Greece the sympathy card, But unfortunately for the Greeks, legality somehow seems to be overruling emotion in the settings of a courtroom. However, the Greeks are adamant about making the morality of their case known, and the emotional argument stating that these marbles are made by the Greek, for the Greek, and therefore belong to the Greek. This is a fascinating exhibit here.